Okay. Alrighty. Burning through it. We're on World 5. Guess what today is? My adventure has reached my 10th day. Thank you very much. Reward myself. We're gonna keep the difficulty where it is. It was good from last time. Hey, it's not annoying at all, Tip. Thank you, though. Let us indeed stretch. Take it away, Tip.
Keep your posture straight.
3, 2,
1,
7,
go.
8.
Alternate bringing your knees up to touch the ring con.
Hey, the Sacred Razor.
As you raise your knees.
Restore yourself with, I don't know. What was the reward?
All right.
More squats? 100 squats.
Next, is the heel
For,
lift stretch.
for each squat,
Bring the
do
inside of the
100
ankles
squats.
up toward the ring con.
That's how we do it.
Be mindful of your body.
I have
Stretch
I
within
have
range of your ability.
2 different types of squat now.
Yes, just like that.
We have a
Next
wide
is the
squat
back straightening stretch.
in addition to
Take
a
big
regular
step
squat.
forward and drop your hips. Focus on lowering your body without putting too much weight on your front foot. Be sure to keep your lower back straight.
How you doing today, Sacred Razor?
Let's do one more of each. All right, good.
Kind of feel it in my back.
Finally, spread your feet. Raise the ring con above your head and lean to the side. Focus on leaning
Feels
to the
good.
side without bending forward.
I like stretching.
This should stretch both the muscles in your sides and in your arms.
It's way better than not stretching.
Let's do one more of each. Great job.
Days where you stretch are so much better than days where you don't. We're on World 5. The land of pure squats. They changed your schedule? You work tomorrow instead? Hey, MB. It's going good. How you doing today, MB? Level 39. Look at those gains. I'm doing good. Excited for the ring fit. Oh, I got a present from somebody, I think. You're doing pretty good. Are you, Razor, are you happy to have had the day off, or was it kind of a nuisance? Look at all this nonsense I'm getting. Someone's sending me tomatoes in the mail. I'm glad to hear that you're pretty good, MB. Jelton. I'm doing good too. Don't remember playing. Maybe it was someone else. I got a gift from Kanchi. Apparently you get experience points for receiving gifts. So thank you, Kanchi. Much appreciated. Wow, it just keeps going. We're never going to play the game. Today's exercise is an exercise of patience. All right. The young man you rescue is actually Abdenai, the Ab Master himself. Now that you passed his test, only Guru and Ma, the Master of Balance, remains. So I think it's going to be lots of yogurt today. That would be my guess. I don't think we did this, though. So we can start here. A peach smoothie. That sounds good. Anybody got any stories? Apparently, fellow viewer Marks the Bean picked up a Ring Fit Adventure, and it turned him into goo. He is turned into a fine pace.
Hold the ring con at shoulder height and swing down.
Shoulder height. That was on the pamphlet. Oh, I missed the thing. Yeah, so I guess I'm pressing too hard.
Good for working those upper arms.
Ah. What are you gonna do? I'm going too early.
Great.
Going too late.
Awesome work. Good.
There you go. There's the points. Ah. There you go.
Amazing. Awesome. Whoa.
There we go.
Bravo. Beautiful. Fantastic. Nailed it.
It seems like that's easier than the first time I tried it. Maybe the ring fit is working. Maybe ring fit is working after all. I don't know. How does it seem to you guys? Does it seem like I'm having an easier time with the old ring fit than when I first started? Janu! It can be hard to keep track when it's yourself, right? It can be hard to see your own progress because you're so close to it. It's like literally in your body. Let's make one of these while we're here. Bro, you got it? What is it that you got, Lynn?
Squeeze.
Also, hello, Lynn. How's it going? Did you get the Fire Emblem 100% clear of every plot thing? You got the newest Fire Emblem game? What's the newest Fire Emblem game called? Fire Emblem 4 Houses? Fire Emblem 7 for the Game Boy Advance? Which one's that? What's the name of it? This is the Shadow Dragon one? I remember getting one of the Fire Emblem games as part of like the 3DS ambassador program for people who bought it right at launch. Blazing Brigade. I've never heard of it. Is it really super duper good and you love it? What's the story? What's it about? Let's make some green tea.
Are you ready?
The last time I made green tea,
Squeeze.
it wasn't like this. Yeah, but a bunch of the video games that, so when the 3DS came out, it was like however expensive it was. But then like 6 months after it came out, Nintendo dropped its price by like $60 or something. It was quite a bit. And so anybody who bought it before the price drop, they gave like a ambassadors program token thing where you could download 30 free games. 30 of them. And they were Game Boy games, Super Nintendo games, NES games, Game Boy Advance games, you name it. And one of them was a Fire Emblem game. That's how it happened.
Okay, time to run. Hey, a trampoline. Let's
First time I've seen this. But of course it's squatting based.
You can jump a little higher by bending your knees more.
There we go.
Okay, good.
Oh, okay. I see what they're doing. I see what they're doing. So do you have a sweet Game Boy Advance? Do you have a GBA now? Or did you always have one?
Okay, let's select the skill.
I remember this thing. We're gonna have to swap this out. But I'll do it one last time.
Shake your hand.
I guess this is, you got a new GBASP, like a brand new one, or it's new to you. Look, exercise. I'm exercising, Mom. Shaking my moneymaker. There's other ones I prefer to that, but that's fine. It can't all be all squats all day, every day.
Bend slowly. Slowly return to the starting position. Open your chest when you raise your arm.
So how many of the Fire Emblem games have you played by now, Lynn? Oh, that's painful. Broken consoles. That's just the worst.
With your legs
The
bent,
Three Houses, Awakening, Echoes. Okay, it's hard.
stay hydrated.
You stay hydrated.
Warrior 1 pose.
Radiant Dawn. I've never had a Game Boy SP, but I still have my old Game Boy Advance.
Don't let your bent knee extend beyond your heel.
The Game Boy SP has been on my
Slowly return.
to get list for a really long time, but they're not exactly cheap to pick up. The used game store that I go to, that like refurbishes and warranties old consoles, an SP is like $100 still.
Okay, let's switch sides. Don't
You got it here for $110? Yeah, that sounds about right.
slowly bend to the right.
$100 for an XP.
Starting
How's it going there, Greg?
position. Sure, not to tilt forward or backward.
Yeah, well, the SP is like beloved, right? Because it's the console that you can play Game Boy games on with a backlight. How's it going, Greg? Y'all enjoying daylight savings? The SP is very good. It is indeed legendary. Yeah, that's the other thing is it's like it's a console that people hold on to.
Front press.
Not doing much. Sometimes it's best. Diminished cap, yeah.
Let's move.
Diminished cap is a good one.
Imagine holding something in your arm.
Diminished cap was one of the 3DS Ambassador Program games, so that's how I played it. I'm doing good, Greg. Just working up a sweat. It's so dark out. Daylight savings, right? It's what? 6 o'clock, and it's like the darkest of dark night. Let's kill points. Okay. Oh, well, look at this. You can now spend skill points. Introducing new mechanics still. Cool. It's just so sudden, right?
When you want to back
Oh.
something up, just pull on me from both sides.
I guess it's still like it's light before 9 o'clock in the morning, which I guess is something, but here we are. Yeah, so an SP is definitely on my to get list. but they're not cheap, as people are saying, and it hasn't really like been at the top of my list for a while. You know what I mean? It's one of those like nice to have things. There we go. That was interesting. You thought it would be an hour earlier? Oh, yeah. So what time is it in Saskatchewan? Damn, Liam, go Liam. Yeah, you guys don't do the whole the daylight saving thing, eh? The
Slowly return to the starting position. Be careful not to overextend yourself.
yeah, the big thing that I would really pick up a SP for is to play Game Boy games, honestly. But have you guys seen that like the promos for that new analog handheld? Analog is the company that's been making those like $300 retro console clones.
You should feel it in your stomach when you breathe out.
Did the Woomier work?
Select a skill and attack.
I always forget to set that up. Here, I'll send you one. There you go, that worked. Perhaps a little too well. There you go. Nice. Vimo indeed. Alright. Wait. You also know it's a retro Fire Emblem game?
Okay, let's move.
Yeah.
Don't let your back fall forward. Okay.
The numbers are real. They're not just there to make you feel good.
Okay. Nice. Great. Wonderful. Excellent.
Getting hit by 30s.
Very nice.
Does the game cheat?
Fantastic.
Is that a thing? Where it tells you a different percentage than the real hit percentage actually is? Does everybody have a favorite console? Like what's people's number one? Like the console they... You have not told me exciting news, Greg. Yeah, GameCube is a good pick.
Keep it up. Great. Amazing.
You love them all? Oh, nice. Congratulations. Learning your drive is cool. Especially if you're like living outside of the city. Also, bus service in Halifax and Nova Scotia generally is not that great.
Very nice. Increase your pace. Good job. Excellent. 10 more. Okay. Yes. Yes. Neat. Very nice.
Neat!
All right. 5. Come on.
What kind of vehicle are you learning on?
3. Fantastic. Keep it up.
But it's not the
Right on.
it's not the N64 anymore. You've changed.
You should feel it in your stomach.
Oh, that sucks. I used to work for the Halifax Dartmouth Bridge Commission. I lived in Halifax, but I worked in Dartmouth, and it was faster for me to bike across the harbor to Dartmouth than it was to take the bus. The Switch is definitely a great console. So there's a difference between your favorite game and your favorite console. You know what I mean? I'm not saying the library isn't a worthwhile consideration when thinking about what's your favorite console. But I'm hearing these are your favorite games. You know what I mean?
Slowly bend to the right. Slowly return to the starting.
Is a PC a console?
Tabs and avoid
No, but it could be. The PC has a console. That's different. You plan to practice with your dad's Lincoln Town Car? It's like a boat. It's like a yacht. Yeah, I mean that's fair. If you're one of those people, we're basically saying like, to me the console is not what's important.
Try bending your elbows slightly and keep pulling on me.
The important thing is the games, right? And that's cool. But I think that's different, right? Best to learn with a big car. Something slow, clunky, deliberate. Something that's going to be in the way. So you actually have to like learn some discipline about
Turn your exercise
handling the
into
vehicle.
experience points with a victory pose.
That makes sense.
Charge your squat power, but don't overextend yourself. Release to victory.
I feel like it would be harder to go from like a little coupe or a sports car to driving a Buick
Cover the IR motion camera with the pad of your right thumb as shown.
compared to the other way around.
Measuring. Please do not.
All you
move
need to
the thumb.
complete life is Switch and Dragon Quest 11 and Ring Fit yourself. Exactly. Smart car to Ford F-150. Yeah, like don't learn how to drive on a truck. Yeah, the Ring Fit's it's treating me well, that's for sure. Accidentally saving videos. All right, let's adjust these fit skills while we're here. Let's put this guy in, and I'm feeling those. I think I'll swap out that for that. And then we've got all our yogurts. Oh, we get skill points now. This is the RPG stuff is coming in for sure. Bonjour, comment ça va? Probably Switch is the most flexible with both handheld and docking. Yeah, it goes the most miles, I think. Another reason why I'm gonna start driving. Girlfriend's 15 minutes away with a car, closer to an hour by bus. Yeah, that's the Maritimes for you. Okay, do we want more attack or more defense? I think this one's obvious. Attack. You got the most enjoyment of the N64, so you play grown up. Yeah, I get that. A big thing is just like the comfort, the familiarity, right? I think the N64 controller doesn't get enough respect, personally. Guru and Ma.
Wow!
No, it's not a ghost. It's just an old woman. Guru Andma, the balance master. And to think, I came all the way to greet you. Kids these days, humph. But again, you're saying Mario Sunshine is your favorite game. Now it's your My turn to challenge you. Melee. Melee HD win. Your arms, legs, and abs all look good. Don't see any issue with your balance. You're ready. Fine, I'll whip something up. How do you fight my pet exercise ball? Sure, why not? The Wind Wanker? The Wand Wonker? Played a lot of Disney Pixar GameCube games. So the things that make the GameCube really good. It had a handle. That's important, right? It had digital out. It had AMD graphics. It was a purple lunchbox. 4 controller ports at a time when the PlayStation only had 2.
Okay, let's select the skill. Hair pose. Bend slowly.
The GameCube controller
Starting position. Be sure not
was
to bend
definitely
back too far back.
ahead of its time. Really great controller. Beloved to this day, right? I feel like the yoga poses are the ones that you can do the most of back to back. There's just the most variety. Yeah, the D-pad's pretty bad on the GameCube controller.
Perfect.
It's not unusable though.
You should feel it in your stomach, not your arm.
And the bizarre choice to only include one trigger button or one shoulder button. It has 2 triggers and 1 shoulder button.
Skill and attack.
The good old Z button. It was this one here. We're chugging that HGH. We're upping our power level.
Warrior 1 pose.
Yeah, for sure.
Slowly bend to the left.
But I mean,
You can try for a right angle, but don't overextend yourself.
if you consider the other controllers,
Turn to
like
the starting
the DualShock 2, right? I love green tea. Or the Xbox launch controller. Can you remember that thing? Compared to like
Okay.
what else was going on,
Don't forget to switch legs.
I think the Duke.
Slowly bend to the right. Slowly return to the starting position. Only raise your shoulders within your range of comfort.
And considering where it came from with the N64 controller, right? Hyperkin did make a Duke remake.
Excellent.
You can buy those. They're horrible though. The Duke remake is a little better because it's a wireless controller. It's for the memes. Wow, look at that.
Careful. You don't have many hearts left.
It's a sufferfish, get it? I think you can play the Duke remake as a wired controller. It just also can be wireless.
Warrior 2 pose.
Come on. There we go.
Twist slowly.
So thinking about
Starting position.
the speed run of this
Your
game,
collarbones to the right and the left.
some of these exercises take less time to finish, right? Like, this is a slow exercise, right? Where, like, the damage output per move is pretty low.
Okay, let's switch sides. Don't forget to switch legs.
Better be built like Hercules.
Twist slowly.
The world record holder speedrunner of this game is gonna be built like me,
Make sure your forward knee does not
because
bend inward.
it is gonna be me. Yeah, but some do more damage, so it's like a damage over time calculation here.
Flawless.
So you have to do
I can sense something terrible about to happen.
frame perfect exercise motions.
Guard.
Mega ab guard. So like a big thing I think is both like the exercises that
Ring and keep bending your legs.
that you can do to do damage fast. Was that really? Yeah, drink, come on. I don't know. Okay, interesting. Oh, it's like a one-up. It's like a Phoenix down or whatever.
Careful, you don't have many hearts.
That guy just beat my booty. I thought I was gonna be okay. Need a peach green bubble tea? Why not, right? Very good with less effort, exactly, right? So I think it's all about maximizing. Because normally in games, right, normally in speedrunning, the two things you think about are
Warrior 1 pose.
how easy it is to do a strat versus how much time it saves.
Slowly bend to
But in this game, you also have the problem
return to the starting position. Be sure not to
of like your own physical energy, right? Because you would need to do exercises that literally do not kill you. Because it basically end up being like a sprint, right?
Okay, let's switch sides. Don't forget to switch legs. Slowly bend to the right. Slowly return to the starting position. Flex your abs and avoid bending your lower back.
Yeah, they even have a timer. The timer in the bottom left is specifically like the amount of time you spent exercising and not the actual like
Perfect!
RTA, so to speak.
Guard!
Not the real time.
You should feel it in your stomach when you breathe out.
You don't sweat very much? Yeah, I find a lot of like these exercises don't make you sweat. It's mostly the jogging
Select skill.
that'll get your heart rate up and get you to break a sweat.
Chair pose.
Yeah, because the thing that's gonna make you sweat is gonna be like the aerobic exercises, right? Things that get your heart rate up
Bend slowly.
and your lungs moving. So like this exercise does not make you sweat, even though it's good for your
You'll feel it in your chest.
balance and stability and for your joints and whatnot. That'd be really funny, Razor. Or clock on the wall switches times. The shadows are noticeably different. Their beard comes in. They get a haircut. Different headphones. Different husband. In the second half of the video, they have a different husband.
Don't push it. Take a break if you need. Warrior 2 pose.
Yeah. For your breath, for your stability. Come on.
Twist slowly. Slowly return to the starting position. Squat and hold that position. Twist a little more.
Was that good enough breathing, Greg?
Great.
Was I serene enough? Yeah, the boss is kind of cute. Like a little squeezy toy on your desk. Yeah, I don't understand that balance either. Revolving press and lunge pose. That sounds good. Yeah, let's do that. Yeah, like this thing is silly. Like the this move where you just rotate your wrist. I don't know. I don't know about that one.
Drop your hips.
Meanwhile, like
Victory!
squats only do 30. Maybe it's like a game design thing where they're trying to incentivize you to have like a variety of exercises rather than just like crushing yourself. Fanfare. Thank you, Greg. I can't hear it in my headphones, but I'm hearing it in my heart. Oh, hey there, West of the Sun. I missed your message there. How's it going? It's just barely at the top of the thing. You are not. It's the way I've got the audio rigged up is I'm running my headphones through this little Bluetooth adapter in through my headphone amplifier. But the way that works is because it's just like a cheap $15 Bluetooth transponder. There's like 5 seconds of delay. And that way, I'm hearing my voice with like a 5-second delay, which is just undoable. Maybe head against code day when you're dinner break. What are you coding on? And what are you having for dinner? Emotions. Continue. Come on. What is this? We gotta spend our skill points. They want me to. What kind of build? Should we be a cleric? Should we go for DPS or should we make our character tanky? This question mark looks pretty appealing. Be a mage? Okay. What kind of mage? Fire mage? New experiment for the monkeys. I'm eating a falafel sandwich aside of ramen. Middle Eastern and Japanese. Nice. Solid combo. Let's do that. Cool, that works for me. Or, you know what, maybe we should... This is a solid combo, right? Let's do that. Yeah, I think mage is the traditional OP broken class. Oh, what's this? Squat mage? I use squat magic? Well, I mean, since we're going down this path, we have to talk about what spells are in a squat mage's spell book. Fireball? Squat magic sounds insanitary. No, the first level spell is fireball. Oh man, what else do we have?
Ready? Go! Awesome work. Great effort. Outstanding. Great. Want to work on your form? Try this. Outstanding.
This is easy now, right? It's like I'm not even feeling it. What a stupid robot.
This will focus on working your legs.
Boo!
Good. Outstanding.
You can't think of anything other than fireball? Well, let's work on it then.
Nailed it.
West of the Sun loves to pretend that he hates puns, so we have to do it.
Get points for hovering over long distances.
Thunder thighs? Yeah. Thunder thighs, definitely. 13,000 points. Yeah, Fireball is a pretty good pick, I think. Do you understand how damages are calculated? No, not really, but like, I think generally speaking, like the better you do the exercise, the more damage it counts for. Broadly. Here's my bone ass. There's got to be a pun with quadricep. Magic missile, chain lightning. Eek! Yeah. Ung. Aye! They're losing. Oh, we gotta redo this. Because I'm weird, I have to organize them. Oh, I can't do the level. Magic muscle. Yes. Yes. Glute armor? Yeah, for sure. What's the stone skin? Squat hold. Okay. Bone skin?
Straighten them when you're all the way down.
Teleport.
Slowly extend your knees.
Haste?
You really have to use your legs to make full use of this.
I don't know. Waste? Is that a thing? Or is that just dumb? Yeah. Bone skin does sound gross. Ha!
Right on.
Squats are just the warm-up. Do 100 squats. Then meet me in the gym.
Great work.
I am squats. And then I played Ring Fit. It's nice of them to give you something to do while you're down there. Yeah, that's just the warm-up. Time for the boss fight. Well, hopefully it's inspiring or
Hey,
or
everybody.
infectious or whatever. I killed them all. That annoying group of flies. I murdered them. I think this is the best villain ever. This ripped dragon. We don't have any healing items, so we might be in trouble here.
Okay, let's select the skill.
I forgot to bring healing items. Oh, we got a few. We got a few options here. Uh-oh. I didn't bring any attacks that target multiple enemies. Oh, well, we'll just have to see how this works.
Needless.
We'll just see what we can do here. We'll take out the mantas. We'll see what we can do. He's gonna be in Smash 100%. I can definitely see there being a Wii sword fighter costume. Yeah, the Mad Array.
Move super energetically. Right, left, right, left, right, left, right, left, right, left, right, left. 30 more. Left. Needles can help with a combo training. Left, right, left, right. Halfway there. 20 more. Right, left, right, left, right, left, right, left. 10 more. Left, right, left, right. 5. Left.
I was going my own pace, I guess.
Keep squeezing.
Yeah, the Mad Arrays are great. Sometimes they heal the boss though, which is annoying.
Select the skill. Squat.
Squat.
Okay, let's go. Try it with your glutes crossed back.
In the morning, if you play strategically. What do you mean?
Perfect. Amazing. Well done. Amazing.
Like before you do anything that day?
Okay. Great. Fantastic. Okay. Well done.
Is arguing with his muscles?
You've got
After Squat City. Yeah, well, this is where we live now. We live in Squat City. This is the realm of pure squatting.
Okay, let's move. Be careful not to drop the ring. Nice.
I am the squats.
All right.
When I was at music school, when I was going to the gym, I was always worried about hurting my hands. So I focused mostly on leg exercises. The squat training, I'm the conductor of both. It's a rare mixed discipline.
Okay. Wonderful.
So I was no stranger to the leg press machine back in the day.
Good job.
And of course all the biking.
Fine work.
I like squats though. They're really good for you.
Okay.
They're a good full body exercise. Part of the Bard class, where I chose Mage,
Excellent.
Squat Mage,
Sharp. Oh, challenge yourself.
Magic Muscle,
Fantastic.
Fireball.
Yes. Yes. Very nice. Keep it up. You got it. Great. Come on. Great. Okay. Stand up. Rush though.
What a cheater. The game's cheating. Look at that. 1 hit point.
Feel it in your stomach when you breathe out.
I should have killed you.
Still coming. Careful. You don't have many hearts left.
You don't have any hearts left. Don't give me that lip. Ring. I can break you in half whenever I want. Come on.
Okay, let's go. Point your toes straight ahead. Take that.
Get out of here. I don't know if a land adapter
Your legs bend slightly. Squeeze.
will help with ring fit, but probably. But does it have a lip?
Don't push it. Take a break if you need to.
If the ring has a lip, I'm gonna give it a big old fat one for sassing me.
Overhead press. Okay, let's go.
Yeah, I gotta say that
Bend your lower back when you raise your arm. Well done.
Ring Fit Adventure has definitely
Fantastic.
exceeded my expectations.
Yes. Yes. Nicely done.
So the land adapter does a bunch of things, but the biggest thing that the land adapter does is it gives you a wired connection, which is more stable in a wireless connection because it's not susceptible to interference.
Okay.
But the other thing is that on most networks, wired connections get priority over wireless
Very nice.
connections.
Wonderful.
So if you're playing
Fantastic.
online and your brother is also downloading cat videos onto his phone,
Okay.
if your switch is wired,
Excellent.
for most router settings, like just out of the box,
Good job.
you'll get the priority of traffic. When you hit bandwidth squeezes,
Well done.
your brother will be the first person
Oh, let's keep going. Good
to be
job.
limited.
Nice work. Okay. Nice. Excellent. Okay.
For a lot of games, it doesn't really matter that much,
All right. Yes. Yes.
but I added that alert specifically when I was playing a lot of Smash Bros, when it matters a ton, or even a millisecond or two
Feel
really
it in
add
your
up.
stomach, not your arm.
I did have low expectations, it's true.
There's more.
I definitely owe it to West of the Sun for
Tough one, but you can do it.
putting this game on my radar, because I was being too much of an internet cool dude. And you won't miss your spikes, exactly.
Need to check.
That's the idea. So that's not like a guaranteed thing.
Okay, let's go. This exercise
Your
is
rotor
great
could
for
be
working your leg muscles.
set up differently, but chances are, unless your wireless rotor was intentionally set up to not be that way,
Okay.
your wireless rotor will prioritize
Fine work.
wired connections. Like that's the default setup for like all commercially available network switches and wireless routers.
Great. Perfect.
So unless somebody deliberately went into your router settings and changed that,
Excellent.
that should be the case.
Neat.
I did have low expectations for this, it's true.
All right. Awesome.
Even so, credit where credit's due, right? The game's good. This is working.
Great.
I don't know if you can tell, but it's working.
Yes. Yes. Nice. Nice. Well done. Increase your pace. Okay. Fantastic. 10 more. Okay. Very nice. Come on. Excellent. Fine work. 5. Nice. Fine work.
Hey Jaden, how's it going?
Okay. Yes. Yes. You made it.
Sure did. Do slightly more than I was able the last time I played? Yeah, that makes sense. That's how these things usually work, right? Alright,
Now press the punch code.
let's try this. Never done one of these.
Twist to the left. Slowly return to the starting position. Also good for working your waist.
How's it going, Jaden? Welcome to the channel. Are you a new face here? If so, thanks for coming by. Yeah, I have a hard time tracking my progress. Like to me,
Legs.
it's all just like based on feeling.
Slowly twist to the right. KO.
And I kind of just give it 100% every time, no matter what. So,
With your legs bent slightly, squeeze.
I know, all I know is that I'm doing my most. But I seem to be doing better than I used to.
And good luck.
I don't know if that sounds right to you people out there in the electric internet land. We might just win this yet.
Overhead press.
You're playing offline mode right now? Awesome. What exercise are you on? Good old Liam, 100% Gallagher.
Push it. You should feel it in your stomach.
I don't do anything
Great.
without doing it my best.
Nicely done. Very nice. Excellent. All right.
What exercises are you doing now, Jaden?
Excellent. Amazing. Fantastic.
One of the things I didn't anticipate about this, because I've never used the Pilates ring type situation before, is how
Great.
the stronger you get, the more pressure you're able to put on the ring,
Good job. Amazing.
and as a result, the more resistance it offers. But then at the same time,
All right.
because it's just you pushing your arms against your arms or whatever,
Excellent.
as you load more pressure onto it, it also challenges your stability more.
Nicely done. Okay. Keep it up. Neat.
And so it's also exercising the the little muscles while you improve your big muscles, which is very cool.
Pick up the pace. Excellent. Keep it up. Neat. Come on. Great. Good job. Great. 5. You got it. Well done. Great. All right. Right on. Perfect.
It's a nice touch. Whoever came up with the Pilates ring knew what they were doing. Just the pulls? Oh, you're doing like the multitask thing. Very cool, very cool. All right.
Knee to chest.
You're doing the multitask mode, Jaden. Cool.
Okay,
I understand now. Yeah, the
Hard floor. Yes! Yes!
overall it's really smart
Good job!
because the ring is also like really
Nice!
recognizable.
Well done!
Yeah. You're totally right.
Okay!
West of the Sun, I agree.
Fantastic!
And I'm sure a lot of people will pick one up
Great!
specifically for that reason.
Very nice!
But it's also very recognizable in a way that like
Okay!
the Wii balance board wasn't.
Fantastic!
I know it's just a ring, right? It's literally just a hoop.
Okay! Excellent! Neat!
But it's way more
Nice!
communicable than like the weird
Very nice!
pizza box looking surfboard thing.
Excellent!
Yeah, exactly. It was just a white thing.
Great! Amazing! Increase your pace! Fine.
The Wii balance board
Come on!
looks like something that's going to take up a lot of space in your apartment,
Okay!
gathering dust.
Great! You got it! Good! Good! Good job! Nice! You may stand up! No
You
need
must
to
stand up. The thing that I want to see is somebody playing Wii Fit and Ring Fit Adventure at the same time.
feel it in your stomach when
Yeah, one of the big things about the
you keep your guard up!
game console sales is that like I think most of the time when
Skill.
we think about
Overhead press.
video gamers, the people who play games, we think about like the kind of people who are here in the audience right now, like it's us. But the majority of people who play, like the majority of people who buy consoles and games are people who buy the latest sports game that year and one other game. And that's what they buy every 12 months.
Nice! Neat! Amazing!
So Liam, if I'm understanding right, you want to see someone playing Wii Fit and Ring Fit at the same time. Exactly.
Nice!
I want to see
Fine work!
idealized humanity transcending
Alright!
this mortal plane.
Well done! Wonderful! Very nice!
So for every like gamer,
Excellent!
I'm at level 26. Yeah, fitness level 26 or whatever.
Awesome!
The end of World 5.
Fantastic!
Yeah, so for every like gamer,
Good job!
there's another 5 people
Perfect!
who don't know the difference between Luigi and Mario. You know? Who are all buying consoles.
Yes! Yes! 10 more!
Because they like to play the soccer one.
Fantastic! Keep it up! You got it! Amguard!
Yeah, I'm on fitness level 26. And if you mean like the world, like the level in the game, I'm on the boss of World 5.
Careful! You don't have many hearts left!
You don't have many hearts left. Okay, so we gotta. I think we just chug a bunch of these just for the hearts, right? Like whatever. We can get more tomatoes. Just Dance and FIFA? Yeah, I mean this is it, right? FIFA and Fortnite. So, but I mean, it's not a bad thing, right? Like, those people aren't like playing games wrong.
Move super energetically. Right, left, right, left, right, left, right, left, right, left, right, left.
It's Francis' fault. Ubisoft. We have a representative from France in the chat. West of the Sun. Yeah, exactly. So watch what you say about the French. No, Ubisoft is from France. They have campuses in Montreal. They have a campus in Toronto as well. It's a French company, though.
Not your arm. Still coming.
I think the issue is more just like
Don't push it. Take a break if you need.
most like core gamers are so used to being pandered to directly by game developers that
Okay, let's go.
it's easy to forget that
Okay.
we're actually just like a subset of the audience, right?
Fine work. Nicely done. Very nice. Yes. Amazing. Well done.
Yeah, I agree. We're not like the minority by any chance.
Nice. Excellent.
What? Okay, my foot. What is going on? That sucks. Boo.
Okay, let's move.
It's acting up today.
Okay. Amazing. All right. Fantastic.
Oh, totally, yeah.
Good job.
Mobile's where it's at, right?
Fantastic.
Candy Crush will make way more
Great.
than this game ever will, right? Relative to like Bejeweled and stuff like this is a hardcore gamers game. Something to think about.
Nicely done. Okay.
The Just Dances of the world are funding
Challenge yourself.
the hardcore games.
Good job. Great. Come on. Well done. Neat. Okay. Fine work. You got it. Well done. Excellent.
Yeah, what are your big three?
You made it.
What are your big three, Gerg? Oh, it's gonna give me a rest.
I think this rock will break if you fire lots of air blasts at it. Good.
Let's do it.
Got it.
Oh, it's giving me hearts.
Okay. Hit it a bunch of times.
Clash of Clans,
Press and hold
10-10,
to fire a strong yellow air blast.
and Archero.
Don't give up. You can do it.
I've never really liked mobile games. They're kind of not my cup of tea. I'm not really interested in playing like a tap through it kind of game just on my phone. If I'm gonna play games, I would rather just sit down or do this.
And good luck.
No jetpack joyride. Right. All right, baby.
Okay, let's go.
Let's do what I was born for.
Uses a wide range of
That's what I was born to do.
Excellent. Okay. Sharp. Amazing! Fantastic! Amazing! Fine work! Excellent! Fantastic! Awesome! Okay!
Alright, my legs are getting tired. I admit it.
Okay! 10 more! Keep it up! Yes! All right! Great! Very nice! 5! Keep it up! Fantastic! 3! Nice! One left! Perfect! Amgard!
Exactly.
Feel it in your stomach when you breathe out. Don't push it. Take a break if you need to.
Yeah, Fire Emblem Heroes. It's a big seller for Nintendo.
Default, press lunge mode.
Too many characters, yeah. Gotcha games are tough. I think they're just like preying off of people who are manipulatable.
Slowly return to the starting position. This pose can be challenging. Okay, let's switch sides. Don't forget to switch legs. Slowly twist to the right. Slowly return to the starting position. Try and keep your lower body still.
Did I win? I did win.
Great job. Go drink some water.
You should drink some water. Just in case. Just in case you need a good session of Jetpack Joyride. Yeah, doing a lot of yoga at this point is good. You know, like maybe exercise isn't just about doing 39 squats. Yeah.
Drop your hips. Victory!
We did it. We did it. Free Electrogalia loss. Yeah, I mean, like, if you're having fun, you're having fun. I think that's number one, right? The way that I usually think about those games is like, I think about what I would be willing to pay for a game like that if I were to buy it. And then that's sort of where I set my budget, right? If this feels like a $5 game, then the most I'll pay in those sorts of things is $5. But I hardly ever play stuff like that because I'm never on my phone in that way. But I understand that a lot of people have use for that. So it's cool that there's games there. You set up your defenses. You don't have to spend time in menu infusing your characters. Right, you don't have to do all the inventory management.
Wah!
Allegra,
Wah!
Armando,
Huh?
Adonai,
Wah!
Guru, and Andma. Just vanish on us. We have to save them. I guess that'll be the events of World 6. The Shrouded Land. So I know there's at least a world 7 and 8 then, based on what I can see above alone. This looks like this land was completely overcome by dark influence. You don't like what I've done with the place? Have you turned them into Dark Masters? Yeah, exactly. The Dark Masters. You think there's 40 worlds? Wow. That's plenty. It's gonna take me a while to get to the end of that.
Whoa, whoa, whoa!
I refuse to believe that his dark influence is able to overpower the Four Masters. For now, let's head to the town. Figure out what's going on. Lord Drago. Hey, was that Lord Drago just now? Lord? What?
Whoa!
You'll look like Drago by the end? I hope so. I've been working on my tail. Can you tell? I got wings. Now that's a cosplay right there. And Lord Drago is supported by his loyal guardians and personal trainers, the Four Masters. The Four Masters are amazing! Allegra, Armando, Abnus. This all happened very quick. This all happened very quickly.
Whoa, whoa, whoa!
It's cool. Let's buy some shtick. I love how no matter where you are in the world, it's always these two dudes working at the shop. Nothing new, eh? What are the differences? I guess there's some stats. All right, we want the drinkses. We want the ingredients. Oh, we get skill points now. Shoulder press. Put the ring on your shoulder and press in. Recovers every heart ever. Additional skill slot. That's cool. Ab crushing resistance up. Ab rush chance up. Interesting. Where should we put our outfits for bonuses? Right. Well, this game is going to be a pain. Set the right class for PvP. When you're showing it, your sweat is shiny and beautiful. You thought it was a little weird? Yeah, I'm into it more than not, though. I don't know. What should I get? Ab rush chance, shoulder press, or additional skill slot? I feel like we should do additional and then this thing because it seems OP. Yeah, the ring guy says some weird stuff every now and then. I'm not gonna lie. He doesn't make me uncomfortable, but he's a weird dude. Oh yeah, we got tons of ingredients. Let's make some smoothies.
Are you ready? Squeeze!
I guess the orientation doesn't matter, but whatever. Gotta get those health potions.
Finish!
The health potions. Yeah, getting your arena build together for this game is gonna be a nuisance, I agree.
I'm all ready!
Yeah, he's definitely a sidekick voice act. He sounds like a sidekick, without a doubt.
Squeeze! Way to squeeze!
Ramana! My name's Ring Guy! just bananas. Just a glass filled with 3 bananas.
Let's squeeze.
Do you ever feel okay exercising with over-ear headphones? You never pull it off? Yeah, I feel fine. I've been working in pro audio for long enough that like it feels weird when I'm not wearing over-ear headphones. Like this is what I look like when I go to bed.
Looks tasty.
I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 sets of over-ear headphones. 3 on my desk alone, right? One, 2. Oh, this was a little caught. Alrighty. Who's ready to exercise? I'm like DJ Spider. I'm like DJ Octavio. Come on. Get these references together. We need to tighten this up, guys. I love video games. They are really fun. One for each instrument when making videos.
Ready?
These are the loaner pair that I give to people. You can see because they're all crappy and horrible. I've had those the longest. They're like literally breaking. Whee! These are some HD 280 Pros, the Sennheiser set. They're what I use just for like general multi-purpose stuff. And these are my Focal Spirit Pros. They're a French company, and they're the ones that I use for like my actual like work. When you like mix and master audio, it's really helpful to have a bunch of different things to listen on to give you as many perspectives as you possibly can.
Way to squeeze.
So like once I'm finishing a mix, like I'll listen to the song one time on every single pair of headphones I own. It just helps give you the widest perspective possible on what you're making. We're fine. A Bloody Mary. Come again. All right. So we got monsters below, and we've got this portal here. Mini games. This is the mini game kingdom. But yeah. Having different sets of headphones is like the audio equivalent of like checking your work. If that makes sense. Oh, sorry. I was too excited.
Ready?
Oh, born ready.
Awesome. Press in on the ring con as you breathe out.
2 at once. The old 2 birds with 1 stone.
Press in away from your body to increase difficulty.
This is kind of like learning how to drive, Greg. I think if you do this, you can get bonus credit on your driver's test.
Outstanding. Awesome work. Great.
There we go. Tomato smoothie, Bloody Mary. That's silly. That's silly. There we go. I got that one. Tanu! Tanu! You got a good clip coming up? What's the clip of? Liam Squish. What are you doing to me? Trustworthy Casey. I mean, that is me. Sorry, I forgot we're pretending that we don't all drink vodka while we exercise. That's how they used to do it in the old days, right? Hey, another one for the subscriber only stream. We'll pass on that for now. Thank you though, Ring Fit. Back in the old days, people would drink beer while exercising, right? Because it's like hydrating and high in calories, but it had less alcohol back in the day. This game is rated E for explicit. It's rated E for E-gods. Look at them spread. E for everything bad.
Ready? Go! Keep your lower body completely still.
Oh, come on, ref. There's no birds in this version.
This will focus on your weight.
Usually there's birds on the left and right. Little pillars there.
Awesome work.
So am I not indulging in peanuts? Do explain, what do you mean? E is for extra hot with 3 X's and an extra E. What's wrong with peanuts? Are we talking about Charlie Brown? I did poorly, but whatever. Snow, not November. What does that even mean? Can't be having peanuts this month? That's sunny. Oh, the internet. Or any other net. No hazelnuts? No, I can't go a month without eating nuts. Oh, this stupid thing. Remember this mini game that we played once and we're like, to hell with this. This is dumb. I actually have to get a good score in this in order to unlock the Chivos though, which is too bad. This minigame's stupid. And I hate it.
Go! This will work your upper chest. Try it with your glutes thrust back.
Calling it there. Fine, fine. Perfect. Whatever. I don't care. I hate it. 100 million points. We're done. I don't need this Mario Party nonsense. Oh, come on. Fine. Too thick, Liam?
Ready?
The word yikes come to mind. I hate this game. I like how it gave me an easier shape. It's like, you seem stupid. We'll give you something that even your troglodyte mind can deal with. 100 points. New best. B. Adequate. We'll take it. We'll take it. Engineer. Me at grad school? Good enough. I didn't get kicked out. It's fine. There's no dead monkeys in the lab. Peach smoothie recipe. Knowing this game, the recipe is going to be 6 peaches. Alrighty. Well, that was a fun diversion. What's going on down here? The battle gym. Battle exercises. Jaw. Spring dancer. Continuous battle. Well, I think we need to adjust our skills before doing this. You don't understand how I still have more energy? This is probably like the end of it for me, because otherwise, like, I'm gonna be too sore tomorrow in order to play again on Wednesday. We're gonna change our fit skills so that we can actually do this properly. You tap out after 2 levels. Part of it is just like getting used to it, right? I don't think I can do any more squats today. Maybe we'll put in another yogurt. Although last run I felt like I'd done more. Wasn't sore the next day at all. Yeah, part of it is like tomorrow, like I'm gonna be stiff, right? Tomorrow I'm gonna spend 15 minutes stretching after I get up in order to be able to get through the day, right? The other thing is just like eating a lot. I just eat a lot.
Standing twist.
Let's do these.
Twist. Right. Left. Right. Left. Right. Left. Right. Left. Right. Left. Right. Left. 30 more. The center of your body from wobble. Right. Left. Right. Left. Right. Halfway there. 20 more. Right. Left. Right. Left. Right. Left.
Yeah, part of it is just like
Right. Left. Right.
building up the endurance, right? Because even if you think about it, like
Left. Right.
playing a musical instrument,
Flawless.
if you're gonna practice for 4 hours a day,
Keep squeezing.
takes a certain amount of like just physical endurance, amount of focus, amount of ability, keeping your energy up. And then beyond that, there's just like all of the physical labor I've done in my life. You know, summer jobs as a landscaper or as a roofer or doing construction or whatever.
Super energetic.
And then there's, before this, I was biking to work every day. And it was, 40 minutes of cycling,
With your
5
legs
days a week.
slightly squeeze.
The other thing is, like,
Keep going.
since forever, since like my entire life, I've been one of those people who never takes the elevator. And it does add up.
Okay, let's go.
If you're just always
Well done.
carrying your groceries home up the stairs,
Great.
and you're just always never,
Good job. Excellent.
and you're just never ever doing things like the easy way, You just get used to
Fine work.
using your body a lot,
Awesome. All right.
and the things don't bother you.
Great. Perfect.
The other thing is, like, your mindset is a really big deal.
Neat.
Even if I was to do another hour of this, right? Let's say I ran that exercise timer in the bottom left
Okay.
up to 80 minutes or whatever. I would be sore the next day. I would be unhappy, right? But I
Fantastic.
wouldn't die, right?
Amazing. Very nice. Fantastic.
It's the same thing if, like, you stub your toe or whatever, right?
Nice. Let's
Yeah,
go.
I mean, it's not as though I'm intentionally stubbing my toes
Good job. Okay.
to prove a point.
Great. Fantastic. Come on.
But if you stub your toe,
Keep it up.
you're gonna be fine.
Okay.
Even if you lose your toenail, right?
One left. You made it. Stand up. No need to
Even if you stub your toe hard enough that it does actually hurt your foot, you're still gonna be fine, right? I think that it's like that. This is like that.
You should feel it in your stomach, not your arm.
No matter how much
Be sure to stay hydrated.
energy it takes, I've got to do a 24-hour Ring Fit stream. Now that's dangerous. That's actually unsafe.
Vocal.
That'll kill you.
Okay, let's go. Good for working those upper arms. Fine work.
How many hours of that stream can be sleeping?
Perfect. Yes. Yes. Amazing. Okay.
So the question for me is always, right, like,
Good job.
whenever you're feeling really tired, no more than 2.
Awesome.
Whenever you're feeling really tired and like you have no energy left and you couldn't possibly do another exercise, I bet you really could. Whoa, he just ran away. Just grabbed my water bottle. But yeah, it's not some like macho tough guy thing. I'm not trying to say like, oh, you could totally do it if you just wanted to. But like more to say like, you probably could, right? Like
Lunge pose.
if you take stock of your situation and think about it, yeah, you probably could do one more level.
Slowly twist to the left. You can do it.
Yeah, it's about wanting to push yourself
Turn to the starting.
and knowing how to do it safely. Because there's like pushing yourself in an unnecessary and dangerous way where you're stacking on
Okay, let's
more
switch sides.
weight
Don't forget to switch legs.
through your nose. Exactly.
Slowly twist to the right. That's it. Twist a little more. This is good for exercising your lower body, abs, and back.
Stupid game. What? Come on.
Nice move!
I think the calibration-y thing you got off.
A tough one. But
Yeah,
good.
yeah, the tigers are behind you. If you gotta outrun the bear, you can run faster. Hey there, Brad. How's it going?
Knee lift.
I hope it's not going through the nose.
Move super energetically. Right.
Yeah, so I'm not talking about like going to the bench press and putting on more weight than you've ever lifted
Work your glutes.
and then blowing out your shoulders and having the bar collapse on you, right? Just because of some macho pride. But what I mean to say more is like, whenever, no matter how it is, after you're done exercising, that you're feeling exhausted or tired or whatnot, chances are, if you caught your breath and gathered your focus, you probably could like run one more lap or whatever. All right. Have a good nap there, or have a good sleep there,
Don't have many hearts left.
Greg. Thanks for coming out. No, totally. It's not ideal to push yourself that hard. Certainly not all the time, right? You got to know your limits. And that's really important.
Standing twist.
Yeah.
Twist. Right. Left.
But if like the question is like, I get tired after 2, how is it that you do more than 2? Well, the answer is, what you got to do is do your 2 and then do like 2.1.
Warrior 2 pose.
Anyways, that's enough of a rant about that.
Twist slowly.
The other thing to keep in mind, though, is like
Turn to the start.
not to get down on yourself if
Bring your collarbones to the right and
you're not able to do as much as you might hope or as you might wish you could. Because that's, in the end, not really what matters. What matters is that you did it all that day. You know, think about all the people who
don't forget to switch legs.
didn't even bother.
Twist slowly.
Yeah, Brad's got the right idea.
Slowly return to
A
the start.
partial pull-up.
Make
Yeah.
sure your forward knee does not bend inward.
Just like the downward portion of a pull-up. Totally. Like one of the things that when I'm talking to my music students who are getting kind of down about not growing as fast as they would like in like learning their instrument is to think about like all of the people in the world
Good luck.
who are worse at their instrument than they are, right? Like
Vocal.
you might not necessarily be the best guitar player in the world, right?
Okay.
But think of all the people in the world who want to play guitar, who never even made it as far as you did, who gave up before you did.
Good job.
Your uncle at Nintendo told you that World 40 is just all the pull-ups.
Keep it up.
I heard that World 41, what happens is you have to do the normal battles like this, but in between every one of those 40 reps,
Your sweat
you
is
have to
shiny
do,
and beautiful.
between every one of those 40 reps, you have to do 20 squats. S rank. Woo! That's me, baby. Good break. Good whistling break. Victory! I think it's fanfare. I think it's Fanfare. Fanfare. Audubon Pal says victory, but it's fanfare. Danu! Because it's the fanfare from Final Fantasy. Here's a I think it's this. No. One more try. There you go. It's the fanfare, but it's the sexy version. It's fanfare sexy. How's it going there, Greggles? Sure, we can change. Alright. With that being said, that's going to be it for me. A man of taste. Fanfare sexy version. It's Tip. How you doing today, Greggles Wong? I hope you're doing well. Auto mod. I'm gonna allow that. The first one you heard, I believe, is from Final Fantasy X. And then the second one you heard is from Final Fantasy 7. I should get the one from Final Fantasy 1 though, because that's my favorite. I only did 67 squats today, but out of a total 636 divided across 9 sessions. Get a prompto from 15 singing it. Get prompto from 15 singing it. I don't know what that is. But if you send me the audio file, I will add it. Excited golf clap. Furthermore, 200 thigh presses. Let us stretch. I keep on taking screenshots.
Static stretching. You won't need the ring con.
It is quite the clap.
Stretch within the range of your ability.
Tip has the clap.
Widen your stance. Place your hands on your knees and drop your hips. Rotate your left shoulder inward and extend your left hip joint. Return to facing forward.
I can teach you a song about the clap if you
Right
want.
hip joint too. Point your knees and toes outward. Bring yourself back slowly.
I have a song I can teach you about the clap. It's a kid's song.
Bend your left knee and bring your ankle up behind you. Pull your knee backward and stretch the front of your thigh.
There's a song that you can teach to your nephews and nieces to annoy your brothers and sisters or whatever. It's a funny song.
Wall or chair for balance if you need to.
Or you can use me.
Bring yourself back slowly. Stretch your left arm to the side and hold it with your right arm. Pull in your arm and stretch the muscles of your left shoulder.
If you're clappy and you know it. Something like that, yeah. You'll stick around for the clap song. It's a good song. It's a good song to teach the kids to annoy their parents.
Now do the same on the opposite side. Slowly stretch out, but be careful not to bounce.
I didn't write it. I didn't make it myself. I forget where I learned it, but it's good. If you're clappy and you know it.
Bring yourself back slowly. Use your right hand to pull back the fingers of your left hand. While arching back your left wrist, stretch your left arm forward.
At any rate, I don't mean to proselytize about just doing one more and exercise and whatnot. I know you guys don't need to be talked down to
Now
by
do
me.
the same on the opposite side.
But that's the way I think about it. Is that
You can get a deeper stretch by pulling your arm in closer.
I take a lot of creative liberties with the stretches. Well, I guess I know what works for me, right? I know what my body
Bring
needs.
yourself back slowly.
Thank
Join
you,
your
Brad.
hands
Thank you.
together in front of you.
I'll get that set up tonight.
Position your glutes as if you're going to sit down. Then stretch your hands forward.
After this, I'm going downtown. I'm biking downtown to grab my copy of Luigi's Mansion. I pre-ordered it, but haven't picked it up yet. Deeper.
Yourself back slowly. And your stretching is complete.
Yeah. Ooh. All right. Spooky. Today's tip is a break. Today you learned that I'm hyper flexible. Am I? I always find that at the beginning of the day I can touch my feet, but after doing this exercise I can't. So like an hour ago or an hour and a half ago, I could have touched my feet. Can you see my feet? Kind of. But now I can't touch them. I could this morning though. Thinking about playing 1, 2, and 3DS first. Nice, yeah. They're good stuff. They're really good. I have a friend who worked on Luigi's Mansion 3, so I'm really excited to play it, to see his name in the credits. If I'm flexible, it's just from stretching so much from being a musician. Free feet. All right, I'll teach you the clap song. I might have to. Yeah, it's gonna peak the mic. All right. Still too loud. Everybody. I've got the clap and I'm giving it to you. I've got the clap and I'm giving it to you. I've got the clap and I'm giving it to you. Who's got the clap? I do, I do. Anyways, that's my song about the clap. So you have an uncle who works at Nintendo? Yeah, it was developed by Next Level Games in Vancouver. Yeah, Next Level Games did. Oh, come on, get this right. Next Level Games did Luigi's Mansion 3. They did Mario Super Strikers. They did Punch Out for the Wii. They did Metroid Prime Federation Force. So. Yeah, right? You can teach the kids. I've got the clap and I'm giving it to you. I've got the clap and I'm giving it to you. I got the clap and I'm giving it to you. Who's got the clap? You do, you do. All of my YouTube series have such interesting formats. How so? What do you mean? We'll get the music from thing back on. Check 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh yeah, October Traveler by 8s. I don't know. I think a hook is important, right? I think it's important to have a thing that makes the series. Yeah, absolutely. I think it helps to have a hook. The Octopath Traveler by 8 series is woefully neglected at the time, at this moment. I've got to revisit it and pump out a bunch more episodes, but right now Octorok and Super Mario Odyssey have been taking up my editing time, so that's fine. It's fine, so it goes. Yeah, I mean, no one watches my YouTube content. It's all just there. That's just a hobby. That's just fun for me. But no, I've not finished Octopath Traveler. I got distracted by a bunch of other things. I started playing it alongside of Super Mario Odyssey at a time when I had a lot more free time. But then my schedule got filled up by a few things. So, of all of the things to have to sideline for a while, my YouTube series that no one watches on Octopath Traveler it was one of them. I really like the game. I'm planning on going back to it because I really enjoyed it. I think it's a really nice game, and it's also, I think, a really interesting game to analyze. If you watch those episodes of Octopath Traveler, I get really into the storytelling and the gameplay techniques that they're using to underline the way the story unfolds. So if you're into that kind of thing, check that out. But yeah, it just fell out of my schedule because I got busier. Yeah, the Bravely series is good. I think like the Bravely series offered a fresh take on the JRPG battle system that we hadn't seen for a very long time, which is kind of unfortunate. Because I think a lot of JRPGs kind of hurt from a mash A type battle system. I know that like for a lot of people, JRPGs are just kind of like popcorn. You know, they're comfort food. They're a means for delivering a story that isn't necessarily supposed to be like tactical or, you know, puzzly, brain busting. But for those of us who like JRPGs and who also like difficult combat, or at least combat that feels like expressive, if that makes sense, expressive, the Bravely Default series offered a lot of yeah, the class mixing, the ability point system where you could either like spend forward or save up depending upon when people are available, and like the superpower attacks that you could call upon when you did enough of the right actions for that class and that weapon type, or however it was combined, made party building interesting and dynamic in a way that I think a lot of JRPGs don't really have. I feel like a lot of JRPGs, the class and the relationship of the classes of the characters in your party don't really matter, because there's only like two types of numbers that count. There's the damage to the enemy number, and there's the hit points of your party number. And regardless, you know, your characters level up at the rate that they level up, and the game designers usually have the ramping of damage output pretty consistent across all classes. There might be some class that, you know, starts off doing less battle in the damage in the battle and then more at the end, or there might be one with a smooth curve, or there might be one that goes like that. But at the end of the battle, like all the classes are kind of outputting the same damage per round. And the only thing that's different is like the animations and like the character models, which to me kind of, I don't know. The story has to be really good for me to slog through that. But there we go. Anywho, I gotta go jump on my bike now. Gotta pick up myself a video game. So I'm gonna let y'all go. Thanks so much for joining this fun Ring Fit Adventure live stream. We can talk. We can get exercise and talk JRPGs some other time. I'll be streaming this again on Wednesday, and then streaming Dragon Quest XI after that next on Wednesday as well, and then I'll probably be back on Friday night and as well as Saturday. So this is probably gonna be a Monday, Wednesday, Friday, Saturday week. All right, sounds good. And then I owe you rings after you get the rings for my rings for your rings. All right, until next time, everybody.